With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
Isn't this fun?
Oh my gosh. I just do like a quick check-in with the horses in Elvish. I'm like, you guys good?
So when you guys approach the horses, they're normally very they're proud horses. They're
because they
good.
talk.
They know we're good horses. They're proud and they're regal, and when you approach them this time, they're a little more jumpy looking. Their eyes are kind of darting around. They startle a little at first when you approach them, but quickly recognize you and in relief. I'm trying to remember what I had named them. They were Andromedus.
Pluto and Andromedus.
I just can't believe the horses are relieved to see us.
After everything we put them through.
They are. They do kind of glance at first kind of jumpily at Shael because they haven't seen her before. But they're very quickly almost comforted by her presence. And she immediately goes over to them and starts, talking to them and saying, "Oh, you're such pretty boys." And she's petting and they let her readily. They seem to really like her.
Yeah, Shael, they actually speak Elvish. You can talk to them.
Her eyes get big and she gets the biggest grin on her face and she starts telling them in Elvish what pretty good boys they are, basically.
Oh, that's so precious.
She loves them, and they immediately also take to her. To answer Kai, Pluto, you asked, "Are you good?" Pluto looks over at you, and his eyes are kind of, they're a little big still, and his tail's swishing a little. And he says, Can we leave? He's thinking, you can see, and it's kind of caught the attention of Andromedus, who, he nods when he hears Pluto ask, "Can we leave?" And it's almost so they're horses and they speak Elvish, but they don't have all the words that you have. They're trying to think of how to put it, and Andromedus kind of hops in and says, "Yeah, there's something wrong to the south of here."
Is it a feeling that you guys are getting, or did you see something?
They look as if they're a little unsure how to answer that question. They say it's there are, and they tilt their head, Pluto does, and says, "Creatures, but not animals, not people. They're things, but not things. We have caught glimpses of them coming up from the south."
Oh, yeah, you guys have no idea what's going on.
No. And Rhakna and Triggus are just waiting for these horse secrets.
Horse crimes, horse secrets.
They say that there's something in the south. Like, they don't know how to describe it. They say that they're things, like creatures.
Oh.
But they said creatures, but not creatures at the same time.
What if they're like nightmare creatures?
Oh,
Like
I didn't even
shadows.
think about that. Yeah,
Could be shadows.
could be shadows.
I think it would take something like that to scare Bastian. I'm sure he's seen some things.
Yeah. I hope Bastian didn't run off towards the south.
Oh, he probably ran like directly south. Just, I mean, not instinctively or
Right.
anything. Just, I have a feeling that that's where we have to go.
Yeah. So our friend Hector, you've probably at least seen him before, been around Hector before.
I feel like they might have
Yeah.
at some point. At some point, you had horses probably
Yeah.
while you
Yeah.
ran into Hector.
Yeah. Our friend Hector, his horse, Bastian, got spooked and ran off.
The metal horse.
Yes, the metal horse.
He got spooked too.
Yeah, which is why we're concerned.
I can see why he got spooked.
So we got to go look for him and for Hector.
They like whinny and like shake their heads. No. And they get a little anxious. And Shael she's kind of in her own horse world, and she's petting both of them still simultaneously and trying to like speaking soothing words to them in Elvish. And Andromedus says, we don't want to go towards the things.
Yeah, I understand. I know you guys said you want to leave, but we have to go look for Bastian. We can leave you here if you don't want to go.
What if more things come here?
So if you come with us, we would be able to protect you. But there is a chance that we might have to go south.
So we can either stay here or go with you south.
We don't know for sure if we're going south. We need to find Bastian.
They look at each other. They seem to be like conferring with each other, not in Elvish.
In horse.
In horse, essentially, yes. Shael seems to be nodding along.
If anybody spoke horse, it would be Shael.
Yeah.
And they look back at you, and Pluto says, we'll go. Rom would want us to be brave, and we don't want to be trapped here. We'll go.
Okay, that's good. They're gonna come with us. I convinced them to come with us because they don't want to go south. They're really scared. So something really bad is going on.
But they're more scared of staying here by themselves than going
Yeah.
south with us.
Yeah, because I told them that we'd protect them if anything happened.
Okay, all right. Well, there's 4 of us and 2 of them, so I guess I'll walk.
Can't two people say, "Oh, you're big"?
I'm big, yeah. And Shael's pretty tall. I don't know if we could do big person, little person on each horse.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you want to ride in my lap, Triggus?
Yes. Yes, Kai, I'm riding in Rhakna's lap.
Okay, I'll hop on with Shale.
And then Triggus jumps up and faces forward and then just hugs her around her neck. Isn't this fun?
Yes. Oh, yes, it is.
And while we're going, you can just tell me your favorite things about me. If you wanted to.
Oh, if I want to.
You have to.
That's more what I thought. Okay. Yeah, let's get going.
All right. So you load up on the horses.
I do not sit in Shale's lap. I sit behind her.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
Although I don't know if she would mind.
You don't know if she would mind.
Or if she would even notice.
Would you just be like another woodland creature to her? You
Just start like stroking my hair.
You're so cute. Yeah, so Shale, it's kind of cute actually. Kai, you hear her in Elvish ask Andromeda permission to get on, and of course Andromeda is very agreeable to that. And she like pats Pluto and says, I'll take a turn on you next time, buddy. And yeah, and you start headed. Where do you start headed once you're loaded up on your horses?
I think because we didn't see anything coming into the town from that way. Mm-hmm. So I think we go out of the town the other way.
Okay, so you were coming into the town from the west.
Mm-hmm. So
you're
we
headed
from the east, yeah.
Okay, that's totally fair. All right, does that sound agreeable to everyone? You're headed east?
Yeah.
Okay, that's totally fair. Roll me. I'm trying to think of what kind of check to make this. We're going to do another investigation check. Oh no. And Shale's going to do one too.
I got a 17.
Oh, that one.
Oh no.
You can't see because you're behind Shael.
She's like so
Love that so much. That's what's going to happen. Yes.
I wind up just like turned around and sweeping.
Yeah.
And I got a 5, and I think it's because I'm facing in the
You're facing
opposite
Rhakna,
direction.
yeah. You can see everywhere you've been really well. Oh, that's great. Shale got a good one too, so.
The tall
to you,
people.
Rhakna.
You're doing okay. Rhakna, as you start headed east out of town, you're kind of the first one to hear, you can start hearing what sounds like people basically in the forest, and you hear someone calling, Bastian! And it doesn't sound like a recognizable voice. Shale hears basically the same thing. Her head kind of like turns in the direction of the sound, and it's pretty well in front of you. And so you both hear someone calling Bastian's name.
Okay, I'm in the middle of telling Triggus how nice his hair is. And I love your gorgeous locks of. Oh, do you guys hear that? Someone's calling for Bastian.
No, I didn't hear it.
It's it doesn't sound like Hector, but it's coming from somewhere over there.
And once Rhakna says that, the two of you, I think, would probably pay a little, you'd like listen for it. Mm-hmm. And a moment later, you also hear a different voice calling for Bastian. And Shale, is kind of looking around as well. And she says, I wonder if we have found the search party, maybe.
Let's go towards them.
Let's go join them.
Yeah, you come up on. It's kind of interesting the way that Hector has set it up. It's it is a search party, it looks like, but they're all in a line. It's a line of people, and there's, you know, a little bit of space in between each of them. They're all headed like in the same direction, almost as if they're just like methodically sweeping this area for clues, basically. And they're calling Bastian, Bastian, you know, calling his name. Walking ahead of that line of people, it's probably about, I'd say 10 to 15 people. Walking ahead of them is, you see Hector. And he's also just calling, Bastian, you know, and he's leading kind of the search.
Let's go up to him.
Yeah.
Okay. You ride your horses up to him. When he hears your
We should have called out his name first.
sorry, ladies. My sincerest apologies for this. When he hears the hoofbeats of your horses, he turns around and his eyes are so big, and he's got like dark circles under his eyes, and he looks really pale. He just doesn't look like he's doing super well. And he sees you, and it's a clear moment of just devastation, followed by like, I'm so glad you're here.
What happened?
Before he answers you, he kind of turns to the search party. You had to ride a little bit in front of the people searching. And a couple of them had looked back too, you know, when they heard the hoofbeats. And so he turns back to the search party and kind of like motions for them to keep going as he stops. Takes you off to the side and kind of like to talk, and he is kind of bringing his hands together, and he looks exhausted. I mean, just spent. And he says, he kind of like stares off as he's telling you. He's not really making eye contact as he's like rehashing the story. And he says, I decided to take the scenic route, you know, back to Wolf Pine to give, you know, some extra time in case it took a little bit to get the scrap metal back from that troll, and I didn't know how long you would need, and then haven't taken the scenic route in a while, and so the woods were a little thicker, and everything seemed fine, and we were camping one night, and I woke up to the sound of Bastian whinnying louder than I've ever heard him whinny before, and he just ran away. And it was like something scared him, but I didn't build him to experience fear. And I've just been looking for him ever since. Had to leave my wagon in the woods because couldn't pull it without Bastian, and everything is gone.
And Triggus says, "What ho, horse loser?" We have lost horses too. We lose horses all the time, and it's gonna be okay because it always works out.
Hector, like the shock of the initial shock of it, he gets like, he chuckles unexpectedly. It's just like, like he didn't. And he says, I thank you, Triggus. I think. I hope I find him.
I want to offer Hector a hug. Permission to hug.
Hector like thinks about it for a second. And then he just kind of like he kind of like opens his arms, but they're like droopy, like he's sad about it, and he just is ready for a hug for sure.
Aw, I hug Hector. You need some rest. You should go back to the inn. You really look like you need some rest.
But I have to find Bastian. I have to.
We can find him for you. Which direction?
Yeah, where did you leave your cart?
We were south of Wolf Pine, and it's in the forest there somewhere, and there were hoof prints going straight south, but there's not a lot of ground to cover there before you get to, the bay, and heck, Bastian doesn't do water, so like there weren't any other footprints or anything. And so now we searched west and we searched north, and now we're searching east, and I gotta find him.
Yeah, at the very least, we'll be able to get your cart back. Because we have horses and we can pull it into Wolf Pine where it'll be safe.
Yeah, we can go get that. And did you search all the way south already?
I went almost all the way to the bay, and there was just nothing.
Okay, well, we'll start there.
Yeah.
Just because, Triggus has got some kind of magic, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he can stick his head underwater and, like, look.
Yeah, just, like, triple check that
Yeah.
Bastian's not in the water.
And we'll search along the shore or look for hoof prints or something.
Yeah.
We'll find him.
You just go get some rest.
I don't know if I'll be able to even sleep. Actually, will Rhakna and Kai roll me a persuasion check?
$17.
Nat 20!
Hector, go to bed.
+7.
Holy bananas. At first Hector starts to say, I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep, but yeah, I guess I'm really not doing any of the work out here. It's all those guys right now.
Yeah, at the very least, get a hot meal in you.
Yeah, food would be good. Yeah. I mean, hopefully you find him. Hopefully he's okay.
Is there anything else that you can think of that might help us?
If we shake the scrap metal, we got scrap metal, by the way.
Oh yeah, we got your scrap
But
metal.
if we shake it loud enough, will that entice
Yeah.
him? Is that shaking a bag of treats for a dog or a cat?
Yeah. I didn't even think of that. I don't know why. Not that I had any scrap metal to shake. Yeah, that would be a good idea. He would like that. He loves scrap metal.
Oh no. Go get some sleep. Hector.
Okay, yep, yeah.
And Hector's, kind of in a daze. But he says, "Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll tell these guys to keep going, and I'll go try to eat food. Thank you. Sorry to keep you from, I know you have important things going on."
Tea party.
We did kind of promise the troll that stole from you. We did promise him a tea party.
Oh,
Yeah, don't go back over there.
Don't go that way.
Don't go that way.
Don't go that way.
Yeah.
hopefully Bastian didn't go that way.
He didn't, because we were there.
Yeah,
and-
that's the way we came
Yeah,
from. We
that's
would have
the-
seen
We
him.
would have seen him.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go rest.
Yeah, I push off Hector like in the direction of town so he can just start walking that way.
He does. He kind of aimlessly.
I kind of like signal to one of the search party people like, "Hey, can someone like just go with him? I don't know if he's gonna make it on his own."
Yeah, one of the people from the line leaves the line.
Cool.
And the line kind of like fills back in. They scooch in and they keep on going.
All right, are we going south?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go south.
I've had our horses. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
So as you were talking with Hector, Shael was kind of like translating to the horses. I mean, they do, they understand some obviously common, but mostly speak Elvish. And she was kind of translating for them. And when it kind of got to the part of Bastian going south, you felt your horses kind of tense up underneath you. And they seem pretty concerned.
Can we take turns with the blanket of security or whatever?
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Remind
Just
me.
drape it over their heads.
Yeah.
And then we switch off in
Right.
20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I totally forgot about that.
What was it? Was it called the blanket of security?
It was something like that. That's essentially its purpose.
Yeah.
It was like alleviating fear,
Yeah.
the condition of fear. But I like the idea of using it.
Oh, it was just called security blanket.
Nice.
Oh.
Creatures wrapped in blanket cannot be frightened.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't write that on my list. Oh, I just wrote blanket.
Yeah, I have 2 regular blankets. I don't have any.
Yeah, I think only one of you has a security
I
blanket.
think it was
Okay.
part of Triggus' birthday present.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
it
that
was.
we got from
Hector.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, he helped us in a real pinch there. So,
Yeah. I like that idea. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I explained to them, just so they don't think that I'm just throwing something over them. Just hey guys, we're gonna take turns with this blanket. It's a magic blanket that makes you not scared.
Is Pluto kind of cocks his head and he says, "Isn't fear an important part of survival?"
Would you? I mean, this is completely up to you. Would you rather not be scared, or would you like to be like alert and like?
Let me try it.
Okay.
And
It's probably like one of those weighted blankets.
I would imagine. Yeah. Pluto, he kind of like lowers his head to allow the blanket to be put on it over his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Andromeda is just, watching pretty intently to make sure his friend is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to say that it's Rhakna and Triggus who's on Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
Shael and Kai were on Andromeda's. Rhakna and Triggus, you kind of can feel the tension leaving Pluto, like, as the blanket goes over him. And he tentatively kind of looks at Andromedus, and they don't speak, but you see Pluto kind of like nod, like, yes, this is a good thing. And he says in Elvish, I think I'll keep it for a little bit.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, ahead.
Yeah, whichever horse has the blanket can be in the front.
Fair. Totally fair. So you guys, where do you head?
Down.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah, we head south.
Can I try casting something?
Yeah, always.
It's called Sending.
Uh-huh.
Range is unlimited.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, you can send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Dang. I love this. A lot.
Does Bastian have an intelligence score of at least 1?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, he does.
And he may not understand English, but
He'll
I can
know it's you.
Yeah.
And he'll know
we're on
essentially
our way.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because it said that they could understand
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
the meaning of the message, even if they
Yes.
don't understand the words.
Yes. And he could respond in kind. He could respond in a way that you would understand, I'm assuming is the meaning of that. I love this. Yeah. Do it.
I can't believe we're leaving communication up to Triggus.
Do you tell your party mates that you're casting a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to call Bastian and find out if he's okay and where he is, and tell him that we're on our way.
Okay. Rhakna doesn't believe Triggus, but she just says okay.
Yeah, how are you gonna, sometimes you go on tangents, Triggus, and I don't know if a magic message can hold for that long. So let's get your wording down before you...
Yeah, because I have 25 words.
Yeah, but I don't know that you have 25 words.
Okay.
But I think I would
okay.
know enough to gauge that you wouldn't be able to have a conversation with
You
me.
can only send a tweet.
So what were you planning on saying to him?
What ho! Bastian, it is I, Triggus Garganath, son of the sea.
Okay, we're gonna have to...
Slow down.
You're at 12.
Okay. That's half of your message right there, Triggus.
Perfect.
You only have 12 words left.
Rhakna really loves my hair.
Oh, no.
I got to ride on the horse
That's
with her. So you don't think I should do that?
No. You need to be concise, Triggus, which you've never been in your entire life. Do you know what concise means?
Yes.
Okay. So,
It means use as many words as possible to talk to your friends to bring them comfort.
no,
Because they're probably scared and out in the desert somewhere.
Flip it.
Oh, the jungle.
No, Triggus, you gotta use as less words as possible to convey the most meaning.
Okay. So you whisper in my ear what you want me to say, and then I'll say it. But I need to add at least one whinny. It has to
You
be
can
part
end
of
it with a whinny.
Okay.
Because I don't think a whinny counts as a word. It's just a noise.
Okay.
Where are you? Are you okay?
Where are you? We're trying to find you.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm so tired.
I don't think Blink 182 exists in this realm.
They could. It's like Blink 240. It's a different version.
All right.
Hi, Bastian. It's Triggus. Where are you?
Are you okay?
Are you okay? We're coming for you. We're coming to find you.
Yes.
That's 15 words.
So we got
And
room.
then,
we got room for Triggus to.
Yeah, so
Be
you,
Triggus.
you lead with that, and then you've got a few words left over
Yeah.
to say whatever you want, and then you can
Yeah.
end it with a whinny.
Yes.
Okay.
You'd have...
Oh, but I would
9
recommend
words?
whinnying before you finish the. You might not get the whinny through if we just let you talk.
Yeah, so maybe start off with that, with those words, then whinny, then
Yes.
say whatever you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Bastian. It's Triggus. Where are you? Are you okay? We're coming to find you. Whinny.
Yeah, whinny, and then you'll have...
Triggus stuff.
It's 24? Did you say it was 24?
25.
25. Okay, yeah, so then you'd have 10 words
10
to
words.
say whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
are you prepared to cast it?
Yes.
Okay, it was...
Hi, Bastian. It's Triggus.
We're gonna write this down so that I can repeat it to you because you can't read. And then
She's really writing it down,
I'm
folks.
really writing it down
I love it.
because he wants me to whisper into his ears.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not gonna remember. Okay, hi,
We'll remember this forever now. I love it.
Bastian. It's Triggus. I probably spelled your name
Do-
wrong. Triggus. Sorry.
Do we want to save it's Triggus for the end, just in case his
You know,
title?
We might not even need to say that it's Triggus. I think Bastian would gather that.
It says he'll recognize the sender if it knows you.
Okay, let's not let Triggus say his own name.
I think Bastian would gather it by
Triggus
the whinny.
Gargana. It's Triggus Gargana, son of the sea.
Son of the sea, and then we're out of words.
And the world's best bagpipe player.
Okay,
You may have heard of me.
so hi Bastian.
And such singles as
Strap metal.
now that's what I call Triggus. 25.
God,
Someday.
Yeah,
Someday I'm
So
going to
many
compile
of them.
all of Triggus' songs.
Oh, we should do that for our Patreon.
Oh, that'd be a good Patreon.
Because I could set it to like music and all that.
Right? Oh
Make
my
it short.
gosh. Yes. I love
I could
it.
have ballads and then
I love
throw
it.
some rap in there.
Yes.
no, no.
You're not a patron, so you would never have to hear it.
My room is right next to your recording studio. I would hear it. Okay, so hi Bastian. Not as Triggus. We're coming for you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
I know.
Yeah, we have to do a lot of planning for this.
Where are you?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
We're coming for you. Winnie.
Okay, yeah, so that was
By the way, you only have 25 words to respond.
2, 3, 4,
So
5,
don't tell us about your day.
10,
We
11,
just
12. Okay, so that's 12 words.
Okay.
So then you've got
13.
Yeah.
13 words.
You've got 13
Okay.
words to say whatever you want after your Winnie.
After
so
the
then
Winnie.
I'm going to write Winnie. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, are you going to cast a spell?
Yes.
And then I'm going to whisper it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can repeat it.
Yes.
And Triggus,
yes.
you have to repeat what I say. You can say
Yes.
whatever you want afterwards. So save your... You can tell them whatever you want, but just
Okay.
please follow instructions one time.
As always. But first I have to set it up to cast a spell.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I take out a tiny megaphone
Oh no.
out of my little satchel or whatever, and I click it and what ho, what ho, what ho. This is Triggus Garganath. I am sending a message.
That's how you cast that spell.
I love it. I'm even gonna let Triggus have a mini megaphone.
I mean, it could be like one of the
yeah,
just
like a cone
the
one.
cone one.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And not like a...
Yeah, like a
Right.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
It's made out of like a tree shaving or something.
Yeah.
Like
Giant conch shell.
I give you a thumbs up to... Because they can't see us.
Yeah.
Hi, Bastian.
Hi, Kai. My name's Triggus.
5 words.
We're coming for you. Oh no, where are you? God.
Where are you?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
Winnie. Say whatever you want.
I love you a lot, and I miss you, and we stole a trunk.
Okay, he can't hear you anymore, Triggus.
Okay.
I love you a lot and we miss you and that's what he got.
Okay.
The important part.
But he thinks that you're talking to me because you said hi, Kai.
So you send that message to Bastian. And
I hope we have good reception here.
after a moment, you hear back kind of a weak sounding whinny and just one word, help.
Kai is distraught.
I might need the blanket.
Kai is not okay with a horse in trouble.
And we might end
That's the perfect place to end it.